The Library of Alexandria held an estimated 400,000 scrolls. When it burned, we did not just lose books. We lost entire civilizations of thought. Imagine every text Aristotle ever wrote. He composed roughly 200 works. We have 31. The rest vanished, many in Alexandria's flames. The library was not simply a collection. It was a research institution, a gathering place for the greatest minds of the ancient world. Knowledge flowed there from every culture. Egyptian astronomical records spanning millennia. Babylonian mathematics. Persian histories. Buddhist texts from the Silk Road. Hebrew scriptures. African wisdom traditions. The librarians were obsessive collectors. Every ship entering Alexandria's harbor was searched. Any scrolls found were copied. Sometimes originals were kept and copies returned. We know specific titles that vanished. Berossus wrote a complete history of Babylon from temple records spanning thousands of years. Only fragments quoted by others survive. Manetho composed a comprehensive history of Egypt using sources we will never see. His chronology of pharaohs survives only in pieces cited by later writers. The complete works of the pre-Socratic philosophers disappeared. We have Heraclitus in fragments. Democritus developed atomic theory millennia before modern science. 90% is gone. But Alexandria was not alone. The House of Wisdom in Baghdad was destroyed by Mongol invasion in 1258. The Tigris ran black with ink from manuscripts thrown into its waters. Mathematical, astronomical, and medical texts accumulated over 5 centuries vanished in a single week. Knowledge gathered over generations drowned in days. Nalanda in India housed the ancient world's largest Buddhist university. 9 million manuscripts by some accounts. When invaders burned it, fires smoldered for months. Monks fled carrying what they could. Fragments reached Tibet, China, Southeast Asia. But the systematic completeness of the collection was shattered beyond recovery. These were not random accumulations. They were curated knowledge systems. The organization itself contained wisdom that scattered survivors could never preserve. This is what we miss when mourning lost books. The books existed within living contexts. Schools of interpretation. Traditions of practice. Teachers who embodied what texts described. A meditation manual without a teacher is incomplete. A philosophical argument without its debating community loses dimensions. Text without context becomes fragment. The oral traditions understood this. The Druids transmitted knowledge through 20 years of memorization. They refused to write it down. Writing would kill what they preserved. The Vedas existed for millennia before anyone wrote them. Oral transmission can exceed written accuracy in precision. But oral traditions die with their last practitioner. Some fragments survived through unexpected channels. Arab scholars preserved Greek philosophy while Europe forgot it. Irish monks copied texts the continent had abandoned. The Renaissance was partly a recovery project. Texts thought lost reappeared from monastery libraries, from Constantinople before its fall, from Arabic translations. We are still finding pieces. The Villa of the Papyri in Herculaneum contained scrolls carbonized by Vesuvius. Modern imaging technology is slowly making them readable. But here is what the ancients knew. The texts were never the teaching itself. They were fingers pointing at the moon. The real transmission happened person to person. Teacher to student. Generation to generation. Living wisdom embodied in practice, not merely recorded in prose. This is why unbroken lineages preserved more than libraries. What survived was not random. Texts copied frequently because they were actively used endured. Popularity meant preservation. This creates bias in our inheritance. The accessible survived. The advanced material, studied by fewer, copied less often, disappeared disproportionately. We have introductions. We lost advanced teachings. We have public teachings and lost inner instructions. The esoteric burned while the exoteric endured. The maps to deeper territory vanished first and most completely. Yet the fire that destroyed libraries also burns within you now. Consciousness examining itself. The same awareness that produced those texts remains available for investigation. The maps were lost. The territory remains. What ancient seekers discovered through practice, you can discover through practice. The wisdom was never only in the scrolls. The library burned. But you are here, aware, inquiring. That flame cannot be extinguished. It is the fire that matters most. If you are ready for systematic recovery of ancient wisdom through direct practice, visit maaoot.org. The library burned. The fire of inquiry still burns within you.